edit. That way it's easy for me to come back to the original one if I made a mistake or if I cut something out by accident. So that way I saw the original. So let's click on this one and you will see here's our image. See, everything is coming out. If you take this and drag it, it'll bring up the top one. Take this and drag it to bring out that one. Alright, so basically everything is done. Alright. Now what you can do to get this the way it's, to get this coded like you've been wanting it to be coded. Like this one, you see the Twitter. You see the Twitter link it works. But the only thing with this, which is why I don't too much do the URLs inside of Photoshop, is because it'll automatically go straight to the page. Like I don't like that. I like for my, and not all, unfortunately not all types of div layouts where you can actually click on them and then actually open up another window. But sometimes they'll just, go to the next, use that same window. So what I'm going to do is going to go here and I'm going to right click because I want to edit it. So I'm going to open it up with Notepad. Okay. And it's going to give me, see, it gives me all the slices, the images. Let's make that bigger. It gives me the slices. Okay, like here you got these. It usually says that. This is for like the little tiny spaces. It fills up the space in the layout. Here it gives us the width and the height. Alright, all the tiny spaces actually gives us extra 1 pixel. And it gives us the background. So like some stuff like this, the simple things like this, you can actually correct like by yourself. With simple HTML knowledge, like this one background, I don't know what you would like it, but I'm gonna show you to it as black. So the back color would be 6 zeros, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I might want it centered. And I might go here and I type in align colon center not colon quotation marks. Excuse me. And then I Control S to save, and then I would hit my F5 key or my refresh button. Hit the refresh button and see how everything makes it centered and gives it my whole background is black. See, simple stuff like that. So what we're actually gonna do, we're gonna go in here and we are going to do the text boxes first. Let's do the text boxes. Alright, should be these two. You know what? No, let's not do that. Wait a minute. Let's host the images. Now, if you have an account with either Web's account or if you have a Tiny Pick account or a Photo Bucket account, any web hosting for images is great, fabulous. If you have that, then that's great. Okay, Tiny Pick is usually what I use because it's easy. It's easier. You don't really have to have an account with them. But I don't know. I guess all depends on if you want to just keep it for yourself as far as like on your own host, or if you don't mind it just being out here so that you can just just get the images like you want them, so that way they can just get on your site and just you can get started and going from there. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna host all these images. Now what I like to do is I like to go here and this is why one of the parts is hard. If you don't have a paid hosting, then you're gonna be doing this. Basically, you're gonna go through each image, each link, and you're gonna exchange it out with one of the hosted image links. See, you see the alternative tag, the alternate tag. I mean, see, this one tells me that's my top banner. From this bracket to this bracket, this is saying that this URL right here is my top banner. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have known that. Maybe I would have because of the height and the width, but still, I probably would have been like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what that is. See, because it doesn't say right here in my URL. So that's why the alternate tag is helpful. Like this one right here, the Bombic title. So I know that's that title that we were looking at earlier, which is this one right here. See, so certain things like that keep in mind that you will need. See, it's go. What I always go here and I select my first one. Well, actually, no. What I do first, since I'm old, I might have a bunch of these. I go to and get these image spacer .gifs. So I go to my browse button. Then I go to the file that it's in, and make sure you go to the image folder. Alright, now spacer is always going to be at the bottom unless yours is different. So go to spacer, and since the Msjaiinc has this thing where they bring out another advertisement, I don't like it. I can't do anything about it, so I just leave it the way it is. Well, I just exit out of it, and I just upload now. And now we got the URL right here. You can click that, right click, hit copy, click it, or Control C for copy, and then I go back here and I fill in for all the images /spacer.gif. Alright, now I'm gonna Control V. You see, so now the whole thing is in there. Do this, Control V. So basically gonna go through here and do this the whole way through. You know, it's a possibility you might select one of these quotation marks. Make sure you don't try to avoid doing so, but nobody's perfect. You know, I still catch them from time to time. I know a lot of people still catch them from time to time, so it's not a big deal if you do, but you'll notice it. Like, you'll see on your layout, it might look a little funny, something might be out of place, or something might be overlapping something else, or it might not even be there, because if you don't have the quotation mark, it's not actually going to show up. So, but you'll see it and you'll be like, okay, make sure you double check, because it might be the simple things like that. It might not be something where you have to pay somebody $30 plus or anything like that, but it can be just because you don't have your quotations in. So make sure you always have those quotations in and you keep them in when you are changing out the links. Okay, I'm almost done. Gotta get these other ones just piled in there. And then I'm gonna show you all the code that I use to actually put this on the MySpace. Alright, let's get these. This is a little time consuming, but it gets the job done. Alright, let's do that. Almost done. Now, since these are all the same links as far as like the images /spacer.gif, then it's okay that I can put the same, same thing in there, because you might look at it and be like, well, the width and the height are like totally different on all of them. Well, yeah, I know, but it's still okay. You can still do it like this. One of many reasons is because when you go to your images box, you don't see more than one spacer image, so it's only that one. And because it's not gonna affect your layout in any way, so let me do these last ones, and then we're gonna go ahead and replace the images for the other ones. Alright, now to make this easier for me,